So Reggie, we did the interview with Queenie, and I know that we ended up posting up one of the segments from Eric B, where they kind of they counter, they basically said the opposite of what the other said. I know, people were saying in the comments that it was messed up that we were, putting those back to back. I just wanted to get your thoughts on Queenie's interview as a whole, but also, her statements about saying Tupac was going to leave, and then obviously Eric B saying the opposite.
So yeah, John, I get what you're saying, and I kind of picked up. I didn't know Queenie was as mad or disappointed as Suge until as the interview was going, and I started listening to it, and so I really believe, and shout out Queenie. Queenie did a great job. I hear she want to get her own YouTube going or Instagram stories going, and she got a future in it because she speaks very well. Man, since that interview, I got about 4 or 5 people that want to do interviews with us. That's staff members. Isis, the studio manager, the one that Queenie actually worked for. After Kevin Lewis, because I know most of y'all know Kevin Lewis was the studio manager, but there was some drama where Isis eventually took Kevin Lewis' job, and Queenie got promoted from receptionist to working up under ISIS. Up under ISIS. But so ISIS will be doing an interview with us later on in the month of August when she comes in town, and some other people. But I don't know when people speaking now. Y'all gotta remember, all of this stuff is over 30 years later of what they done heard or what they believe. And it's done been so many people talking and having opinions and all of that. I don't know why Tupac would be. He done told everybody that he's done told has been females, right? You got Queenie now saying that he told her. You got Keisha Cole saying that he told her, and the auntie, I believe, Aunt Glow or Janella, or the niece, saying that they told them. But people like the Outlaws and Frank, Frank, we know, wasn't even around. His first day back by his own admission was that day. He hadn't been around since July. And so I don't know. I've been trying to defend things and say things, and I'm just like, I'm defeated, y'all. I'm just like, I never heard it. It doesn't make sense to me that David Kenner firing was done because Suge suggested that. And so he suggested that because he was just saying as a entertainment, because the conflicts were starting to arise. And he was just pretty much telling me, David, you work for Death Row. Tupac needed to have his own people. But he wasn't firing him criminally, as his criminal attorney. But right way, people always say he fired you, Reggie, and all of that. Well, I wish I had got the letter. I really wish I had known that. Because people like to misquote me and say, y'all see, Reggie never liked him and all that. No, because y'all leave out what I said. I said, if he would have said that to me, this is how I would have responded. But y'all let them omit the word if. Because that is how I would respond if a nigga say, that's like if a woman tell you, they don't want to be with you no more. Y'all ain't gonna be, baby, why? Why you don't want to be with me no more, please? No, Reggie be like, bitch, get the packet when you leaving. Boy, that's Reggie. I know everybody not built like Reggie. We have different fathers. Different male roles in our life. That's how my male roles were. Shit, don't let the doorknob hit you. Anyway, all of those things is how Reggie is. So I say all that just to say, you gotta know what people thinking, and you gotta really, when you ask those questions or hear those things, and say, when did he actually tell you that? Because a lot of things that we speak on is things that we heard over time, or what we believe, or what we felt, or what we heard other people say. And then we start repeating what other people say and stuff. But as we did it, all we was just trying to do was say, this is what Eric B said. She used Eric B as an example. But John, you the one put that video up, not me. So you were the one contradicting what she said. Now, y'all know anything that go over here on Bomb First, John catch all the heat for. But trust me, he runs everything about Reggie Wright. And that's my opinion. I just give him the final say so, or the final, what's the word, the veto power or whatever. But John runs stuff by me. So that was this our way of just showing. This is what Eric B said. This is what she said. Now you determine what's true and what's not. But does it really matter? Does it really matter? Because it wasn't able to happen. Who knows what would have happened? Kobe fucking Bryant was about to sign with the LA Clippers until a minute or 30 minutes before signing. And then he decided to sign back with the Lakers. You know? So you never know what would have been happening, what you was thinking. And then what Suge would have pulled out of his bag or made it happen if any of it was true. It didn't happen. So that would be our only reason. We at Bomb First is, I try our best not to be like, this is how it is. This is what happened. We just try to present to you, this is what we heard. This is what we saw. You make the decision. Because that's all that matters. Us on this YouTube shit, I do it as a hobby, mainly as therapy, and a little bit of pocket money. And when I say little, it's very little, especially now, lately. Of what we get is very little. But it doesn't matter what we all think on YouTube. It doesn't matter what we think. It's just a form of discussion. Because it all doesn't happen. It's long gone. So that's how y'all got to look at things that people say and not take things as factual and like you know it all or Reggie know it all or this person know it all. It's all opinion based. It's all just opinions, y'all. People just tell us stories. We can look at all three of us, meaning me, you, John, and all y'all in the comment section, look at one thing, and we'll all come out with a different interpretation of what was said or what happened. Trust me, trust and believe that. It's all about your comprehension, your background, your thinking. It's just all type of things kicks in place, y'all. So, I don't know. I just wondered, why was Tupac saying what he was saying about Death Row East? There's another thing out here. I keep trying to tell y'all, and I keep hearing people repeat, even when we talk about the Death Row East. Death Row East was Tupac. Death Row East was not Tupac. I heard Whack 100 say it over there on Vlad. I wish people would understand. Death Row East was still going to be a company up under Death Row Records. Machiavelli Records was going to be Tupac's record label. Death Row East was just something that he was going to be a part of, being a part of Death Row, to try to unify people from the East Coast and unify people, with the people on the West Coast. That's all it was about. And man, I'm kind of glad that nigga Craig Mack didn't come over to Death Row East and been hanging out with us. And did y'all hear? Y'all hear what he died from? Y'all hear what Craig Mack died from? Woo, my God. But anyway, shout out Craig Mack. Hope I answered your question, John.